Got that distance going at its finest, man.
Got to, man. Got to be responsible out here.
Hey, you got to, man. You got to flatten the curve. Flatten the curve.
Got to break the chain.
What up, my boy?
Hey.
What's going on?
Hey,
Chilling, man.
I was asking about you yesterday, too. You can't hear me, but I can't hear anybody.
You can hear you.
Okay, cool. All right.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. You can't hear you. Yeah. Hey, you said what's up? I already hit. Oh, crap. I already hit record, by the way.
Fuck it. It's in the pod.
It's on the pod. All right. So, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I talked to you, actually. Well, viewers don't know. I talked to you like 10 minutes ago, but still, it's been a minute since we talked before then, though. So, it's pretty cool.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
So, everybody know the world's changed. This shit kind of sucks. I'm an outgoing person. I feel like I've been caged in the city. J. Cole said, like, I'm stuck in the city. Is that really a bad thing? It is. It really is. I can't go anywhere.
And I'm out here in the country, man. It's kind of wild here because people kind of know what's going on, but because it's just like a bunch of farmers and stuff, they don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it hasn't spread much out here, so you know.
In McRae.
Good old McRae, good old Telfair County.
That's pretty cool. At least you with your folks, though.
That's the thing, right? Like, I was all alone in my apartment because my wife is overseas right now.
Yeah.
And she's dealing with all that stuff over there. So luckily it ain't too bad out there yet, but there's no telling how this stuff spreads.
Ain't no telling. Yeah, ain't no telling. Yeah, but this shit really sucks, man. But I mean, it's kind of necessary. It's kind of funny, like being that me and Ash just got back from China and then went to New York and got back from New York and all this shit happened.
Yeah, you dodged everything.
Dodged everything, man. Rearview mirror at that. Man, it's been crazy, man. So in terms of, yeah, go ahead.
For the viewers, if the viewers don't know, today we're recording this April 7th. There's roughly 9,000 cases in Georgia right now. Majority being obviously the metro Atlanta area, and then down here in the 229 there's like 1,000 cases in Albany, so it's kind of wild out there.
Oh, it is, man. You know, all the cases down there in Albany.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really wild out here. I mean, I think it's due to like a lot of people are misinformed. There's a lot of misinformation in the media too as well. So people are claiming this as hoax. I've even heard like 5G networks is the reason why everything is fucked up right now. When 5G doesn't even work yet. So I've been hearing that. I've been hearing all type of crazy stuff, man.
I mean, there's also the whole wild, hey, Bill Gates invented this shit just so he could be right about his speech he did on TED Talk 5 years ago.
Oh, word.
Yeah, people are blaming him. They're like, man, he's just trying to vaccinate the population. Mark of the beast, 666. I'm like, whoa, dude, calm down.
I mean, a lot of people will get vaccinated after this. I mean, I haven't been against vaccinations. I just never cared about getting a flu shot because I feel like if it's free, it's something weird about them. It's being free if they're pushing upon you. So I just, fall back and say, oh, I'll pass this shit.
I mean, personally, I haven't had a flu shot in like probably a decade plus. I can't remember the last time I had one.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously, like, because I fly overseas, you got to get vaccinated against all that stuff out there.
True. But the funny thing is, like, I actually caught the flu twice this flu season. And I haven't caught the flu like since I was probably like 12 years old.
One thing for sure, them anti-vaxxers have been mad quiet lately.
Oh, they have, because they're waiting on that vaccine to come out.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Speaking of all this wild stuff, one of the most painful parts, I mean, other than, my wife, the love of my life, not being here with me,
mm-hmm.
is this lack of haircuts right now.
Yo, bro. Let me see this, man. My fade is gone. Bro, I don't have a fade. I taste my mustache. It's bad, man. It's really bad.
Like, I think it was like 2 weeks or like the week before they declared like all this stuff. Like I had a fade down to a 0, and junk is way too messed up. You seen Jaylen Brown?
Mm-mm.
Jaylen Brown done tweeted out about how his hairline is messed up.
Well, luckily I have like this natural hairline going on, so I think that's like the only thing that's going to maintain. But other than this, man, I'm tired of picking out this shit every day. Like it's really getting annoying now. Like I think Kinsley even mentioned that he considered just shaving his head off just because.
Dude, I had a moment of weakness. I was like, do I just run the beard trimmer all the way over my head and just be done with it? But
yeah, like no one's gonna see it for another month. So, oh man. So yeah, man, it's been a rough life out here with this no haircut life. It really sucks.
no haircuts, no sports.
No sports, man. I'll never forget because I was in Denver watching the who were they playing? The Mavericks were playing someone, and it was the last game. In the middle of the game, they just said, "Yo, the NBA season shut down indefinitely," and I was like, "Oh shit, this thing might be legit. Like this whole thing this is a real pandemic."
Yeah, I mean, like I know initially, I took it seriously, but like, I was like, yo, it's just like a super flu, whatever.
Yeah,
But
I mean every time I looked at the symptoms, it was funny. It was like, all right, these are the same symptoms of the flu. How do I know if I got the flu or this coronavirus? But it was funny. It was like they shut down everything in regards to sports. I snowboarded that Friday, like all day Friday, and that Saturday morning, the state of Colorado shut down all ski resorts. And for the rest of the actual spring. So everyone's stuck. Like, oh, they even canceled like their St. Patty's Day. And apparently they do like St. Patty's Day every year for like over 100 years at this point. Shut that down. Their 420. Yeah, their 420 fest is definitely going to be shut down. Like
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, like I remember like they'd already like set up like the informal quarantine, at least here in Atlanta at the time. And like a lot of jobs are making people work from home. And the head coworker's like, oh yeah, well, since I'm working from home, I'm going to go to Savannah for this St. Patty's. I'm like, bro, why do you think everyone's working from home? Like this ain't a good look.
Look, I'm guilty of that. I can't lie because after I came back from Thailand, my job put me on that self-quarantine 14 days, and I booked a flight to Denver. And I was just like, I'm just going to hang out there.
Fair. Speaking of, like you mentioned, you were at the Mavs game. How about that Hawks game? That was Vince Carter's last game.
Yeah.
And to like find out like that, like he wasn't even prepped for that to be like his last game,
He just showed up for an actual paycheck, like a job, and just find out it's your last day at work. Sucks, man. Or the season may come back. We don't know, man.
We don't know.
I just hope they don't rob Goat James of his fourth NBA championship.
The goat.
Oh, Goat James. Man, but it's
gonna win next year probably just because like more time off.
Yeah, I'm mad. I didn't get a chance to go to the Atlanta United games yet. They had one on March 7th, and then after that was the only one they had. Apparently, like Jose Martinez, pretty much.
He broke his leg or something.
He tore his ACL. So here's the weird part. So he's out for the season. So the season's postponed.
Oh, I don't
so
know.
It's kind of yeah.
That's a rough one.
Yeah. So he's out for some time. But yeah, on top of that, man. I mean, the Hawks got the third worst record in the NBA, so that's good for NBA draft lottery odds.
Lottery time.
So if we bank it on that, some players in the draft I'm ready for. But yeah, man, this no sports life sucks, man. I've been playing a shit ton of 2K. It hasn't filled the void for me, man. It's just, I don't know.
That's rough.
Yeah.
No sports, no life.
No sports, no life. The economy is going to pretty much tank after a while with the service industry going to shit. Pretty much everybody's out of jobs. I think the rate of unemployment right now is 6 million, actually.
No, what? 10 million.
Damn.
Because it was 3 million that first week and then 6 million that next week.
Yeah.
It was 3.3 and 6.6, so let's round it up to 10 million.
Yeah.
And then I haven't read the latest report. I think that comes out today, like the weekly unemployment. I would imagine like probably another couple million on there.
Yeah. And it's bad because a friend of mine actually, he just got laid off from, I think he does I think he's a film group or something like that. I don't know. All I know, he hit me up saying that he's definitely looking for a career change, and he was just like, yo, whatever you can send me in regards to, if I can, how to get into programming, I want to change the fact that, I don't want to be laid off for some bullshit like this ever happens again. And I sent him a link to Pluralsight because they have like a 14-day trial. So you can just pretty much test out anything.
I think it's free for the month, actually, the whole month of April.
Oh, okay.
Just put one of my homeboys on.
Yeah, I sent it over to him. That way he can just get his feet off the ground. Because he said he's like trying to get into like engineering. Well, it'd probably be good if we get him on the show or something like. I mean, not the show. I was thinking about getting scripted. If we could get him on the pod, it'd be really cool if we could get him on.
The pod's a show in itself at this point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. True that. But yeah, man, definitely the economy's messed up. I mean, I'm glad we're in a space with the whole tech industry where we can work from home. You can work from McRae. I've been working from my couch. Like we can work from home. So
I mean, that's true. I mean, I do know a lot of devs have been getting laid off too from a lot of smaller mom and pop consulting shops and stuff like that. Unfortunately,
I mean,
like,
even the big ones too as well. I mean, I got a couple of buddies who got their contracts cut and terminated from Delta. Because Delta's definitely going through it right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. I
Yeah.
mean, I remember I checked flights just to check. Flights are like $1 now inside the U.S. plus the taxes, right? You got to pay the $50 taxes or whatever.
I'll pay that shit. Oh, Ash was telling me that one of her family members got on a flight by herself from New York. Oh, it wasn't from New York. It was from somewhere. I forgot. But they were on a flight by themselves.
That's so crazy.
I mean, it's on some private jet type shit. But yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I mean, the remote life, I mean, the tech life, like you said, it's a nice way to insulate yourself from kind of market fluctuations, because even if maybe, God forbid, you lose your job or something, at least you have the skills to get another job quickly, ideally, or maybe even just do some side contract work. So it helps insulate you, at least for now. We'll see how this goes in the future.
Yeah, very true. I mean, it's more of a wait and see type of approach anyway, so you might as well just kick back and relax and see what the hell happens. Hopefully this shit blows over in like 2-3 months anyway. My
day job, my contract runs out next month. Yeah. So end of May, I guess.
So you're gonna do like the contract to hire?
Well, that's what it was. But I know a couple other guys at my job. They just got renewed for like a month, and they're doing month to month now. I guess because of all the Corona stuff. So who knows? Might be time to start applying at places just in case.
Yeah, it might be a little something in your back pocket. Might hit up my homeboy John from K4.
Hey.
Might need to hit him up, man. Speaking of which, I mean, this affected not just the economy. It affected the economy. It affected everything else. It affected the tech industry. It affected the service industry as well. But there are a lot of people like, in the banking industry, like who have to actually interact with people still through this pandemic. Like my mom works at Bank of America. Fuck it. Works at Bank of America. So she's kind of forced to go to the actual, the branches and communicate with people. But it's funny, she'll tell me like, we only let 5 people in the branch at one time. And I was like, so what do they do if it's like a line? She said, there's a line all the time. Around the corner, we make them stand outside 6 feet away from each other. I was like, what if it rains? They better stand their ass under some shit. I was like, then we can't be 6 feet apart if they're standing under the shit.
Hey, they better hope it's good weather that day.
Yeah, exactly. So it's crazy how the world's definitely changed, man. Honestly,
all our banks here are drive-through only, so that's nice.
I think the world really changed once I hit 30, man. Everything was just different. And just
the new era.
The new era. It was like, you 30? Oh, okay, I got something for you.
It's like you remember that economic crash in 2008, 2009?
I remember that. How about this? Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's definitely crazy now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's pros and cons to all. I mean, I was looking to buy my wife a car, and I was just about to pull the trigger. I was like, I'm gonna go. I looked at it and everything. I was about to buy it, and then I was like, let me chill on this. And then everything tanked. I'm like, all right, good thing I didn't buy it just in case I gotta find a new job or something.
Yeah, I'll probably wait. And honestly, I mean, it might be
prices are gonna come down anyways.
Yeah, it might be a good time for you to stack if you're trying to get that crib though.
Oh, definitely. I'm trying to stack them because houses are gonna drop, I think.
Yeah, the housing rate, interest rate's gonna drop too as well.
I mean, it's already near 0, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I need to check on that thing. Refinance soon.
Go ahead and refinance.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, man. But speaking of which, man, our conference got pushed back too, man. That fucking sucks.
August, from May to August, man. We
From
were
May
in
to
the
August.
last run stretch. We were trying to finalize some things.
We're trying to have a good time, man. You know, leading up
Have,
to the party, basically.
fun time in the summertime Atlanta.
Exactly. Yeah. We don't even know if we're gonna have a summer in Atlanta anymore, honestly.
I mean, you right.
Yeah.
Like I was telling my mom, she was like, "Yeah, we got all these like other pots and pans and stuff for you to take back to Atlanta." And I was like, "Mom, what am I gonna do in Atlanta alone? I might as well just chill here for the next couple months." He goes, "You're right. You can save some money." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
might as well."
Might as well. Yeah, man. Dang. Sucks, man. Oh yeah. All right. Well, we gotta talk on some tech shit, honestly. Remember we talked briefly about monorepos. I'm kind of new to the monorepo life. Sorry, we just transitioned to monorepos. Those who just tuned back in.
We are a podcast after all, guys.
Yeah, we gotta talk some tech shit. So the life of using monorepos has definitely been fucking awesome for us. At first I was against it. I was on my old man shit. You know, I don't like change, but it's actually beneficial in terms of for us to like be able to use shared components and stuff like that. You know, use different features and everything else that we implement on top of it, which is pretty cool. Man. So what do you guys use yours for? We just really start using ours.
So the application that I've been working on up until pretty much quarantine life, because I got moved to a different project all at the same time.
Yeah.
Basically our front end applications, we have a few applications. We have a few Angular applications, a few React applications. I think we have an Angular JS application somewhere in there as well. And they're all within an NX monorepo. We're using the NX library to do it.
Same
So
here.
a bunch of cool tools, like, all that, the dependency graph and everything, making sure you can run everything. You can see the change logs on exactly, if I change this, it'll affect this, it'll affect that. It's like, I want to say our monorepo is like 2-3 gigs big. Like we have so many applications all in there, and just to be able to make sure exactly that, oh, hey, if I do touch this, it won't break this stuff, because you can just look in the graph and see exactly what it'll affect. So that way, even for like our QA people, they don't have to like test everything like 100 plus like interactions per app for like a dozen applications, right? They're like, oh, cool. They can see like with our commits, like whenever we push something, we also automatically post up a screenshot of the dependency graph. So it actually has a list of exactly what changed and what it affects. So the QA people know exactly what to go in, and they don't have to worry about, app ABC when all the changes are in app XYZ and whatnot. And they don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Dang. So how could you say, for instance, I'm a junior engineer, how could you dumb that down for me? As to like what the monorepo actually is.
Great question. A monorepo is just a big ass repo with all your apps in it.
So
you can reuse your components from one app in the other app and vice versa.
Yeah. I mean, only cons I've seen against it is like when we have a shit ton of PRs and you're just all over the place. But luckily we label ours based on whichever library you're interacting with too as well. So that's pretty cool. There's been use cases where there've just been like a shit ton of PRs and you're just like, yo, what the fuck does this actually do? So, I mean, it's pretty good, man. I like the monorepo life. It's really slick. And we use it for our Angular 9 application. We just pretty much package everything up using web components. We use like Vaadin web components or some shit. I don't know. I think it sounds like a Ukrainian UI library, honestly. But but that's what we use for our web components. I mean, it's pretty cool. It has a shit ton of limitations, but it's pretty cool. So,
I mean, we wrote most of our own components. They're loosely based on material. Or Angular 9 for most of the stuff that I was working on up until now. I've been in concurrency and load testing land for the past few weeks. So that's been pretty chill too. That K6 library, big fan of it.
K6.
K6.
K-Swish. Yeah, man.
Hello, Cool J in here with his K-Swish speaker.
Oh man! But outside of that, man, how's everything with you, man? How's life, man? I feel like we outside the podcast shit, we haven't really talked.
We
Because
have
the
it,
quarantine.
dude. The
Yeah,
damn
because of the
quarantine, right?
damn quarantine.
I mean, I guess updates for our listeners. We did the Get Scripted show. We
Okay.
recorded that.
We did? Oh shit.
Yeah,
was it.
that worked out. That was a lot of fun. Got some video stuff, getting all that edited together just to like throw something up there for you guys. Look, we were looking at doing a second episode, but you know, quarantine life.
We got quarantine.
Rip.
Yeah, so
other than that, been a whole lot of same stuff, you know, just working. Started watching Naruto Shippuden again.
oh, okay.
You know, it's all on Hulu, so
Yeah,
why
they
not?
teach life lessons.
Right? And then I
Yeah.
found a list online called I think the website's like animefillerlist.com, and it lists all the episodes you can skip.
Oh, this guy that person has a lot of time in their hands. Whoever did that.
Oh yeah,
Hey, but
So-
they did it for a good cause.
they did it. Yeah, so like
yeah.
so like I'm on episode like 200 something, but like I only watched like maybe 100 episodes.
Okay. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense. Because there's a
Because,
lot of
like,
shit
all the
you skip over
filler.
there. But no wait, there's one filler that's actually pretty good. The one with Gurin, the girl who used crystal style jutsu.
I'm not that far yet because I never finished
Okay,
it. Right?
okay. Because you never
Um,
wait. Because Naruto Slick fights the Three Tails on his
Okay.
own, but
'Cause,
nobody
like,
really talks about it.
Yeah, because I'm on the part where the 5 Hokages are having their meeting
Oh, okay.
after they defeat Pain.
Kage-san. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
the Hokage summit. Yeah.
Okay, it makes
So
sense.
I'm on
It
that
makes
part right
sense.
now.
It makes sense.
And then
All right.
I gotta catch up on My Hero Academia, obviously.
Bro,
I heard that finale was OD.
bro, it might be the best one of the series to me. Kinsley said it's number 2, but it's whew.
United States of Smash is the number 1.
That's what he has number 1. I have Endeavor as number 1 right now.
Okay. And
Endeavor
then
did his thing.
oh, speaking of like it's kind of tech related, there's this show on Hulu called Devs.
I heard about that.
Amazing, dude.
What is it? It's about like these devs creating a pretty much like what's the HBO show? Westworld?
It's not like that. You ever seen Ex Machina, the movie with
Mm-mm.
the AI?
Mm-mm.
So it's like the same director, and it has the same similar like just like the scenery and like the shots. What do you call it? Cinematography. It's
Okay.
fantastic cinematography. The guy who plays Ron Swanson plays like this like tech billionaire guy or whatever, and so he has this team called Devs, and they have built a machine that can see into the past and the future.
Mhm.
And there's a whole bunch of drama, a whole bunch of thriller aspects, mystery, intrigue, and AI, a little bit of quantum physics stuff.
Then there's a twist.
I mean, I forget what episode it comes out every Thursday. A new episode comes out.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'm on like episode 6 or 7 or whatever the latest episode is, but it's really good.
Okay.
Definitely worth the watch.
All right. I might check it out.
Mm-hmm. And then
Yeah.
what else have I been watching? I think that's it right now out of new stuff. What have you been watching?
Just finished that. What's that show with Joe Exotic?
I still haven't. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah,
Tiger King.
it's crazy, man. It's
It's
crazy.
wild, I hear.
It's wild. It's like a lot of just random shit that goes on in that show. But it's wild. But it's really good. Outside of that, I've been playing a lot of 2K. Stuck in the wreck right now, actually. Yeah. Video games, writing code, trying to get back on my personal project shit again, and where I can, since I have all this downtime, I feel like I just need to take advantage. Because I feel like these first 2 weeks, I ain't gonna lie, it's been kind of like sad. It's been like, oh shit, I can't do nothing. But now it's just like, all right, I gotta do something. So we'll see.
Yeah, I feel you. Like my first week, I was super productive because, like, at least my day job, they were letting us
Mhm.
build more than 40 hours a week during that.
Oh.
It was crunch mode, so like
Yeah.
I was super productive for those first couple of weeks, or first 2 weeks, and then like this past week, I've just kind of been bummed as well.
Mhm.
Just kind of like knocking out my standard,
Yeah, I feel you, man. But hopefully we'll get past it. I mean, once we accept this as the new norm, and we'll be okay.
Oh, yeah, for a few months, I think for sure this is kind of like don't go outside unless you have to type situation
Yeah.
is what it's gonna be like.
Don't go outside unless you have. It's like the Book of Eli, honestly.
Dang.
Yeah, where you couldn't go outside.
Yeah, I mean, luckily Atlanta is not too bad
No,
compared to
it's
other
not bad
major
at all.
cities. So
No, it's not bad at all, man. But we'll get there, man. We'll definitely get past this, man. Outside of that, man, just I got no updates. I turned 30 finally. I got engaged. That was pretty cool.
true. Congrats again.
Hey, appreciate it, man. I was shocked.
Join the club soon. Join in the club.
I was shocked she said yeah. but outside of that, man, I mean, nothing pretty much. Nothing. I feel like life's been on hold for a little bit, but we'll hopefully get this stuff going. So yeah.
We should do a follow-up episode. We should get viewers to send in like the craziest conspiracy theories about this, and like we should like talk about them, or just do a whole episode on like Corona conspiracies or something.
Talk about 5G and how 5G really doesn't work.
How it's not even really a thing right now.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. But,
How are the listeners, I guess, find out what we're up to? Hit us up, tweet us, whatever. Let us know.
Hit us up. Yeah, tweet us. I'm still waiting on that one person to send us a pull request. That'd be funny as hell. Yeah, that's all I can say, man. Outside of that, I mean, hey, keep staying inside. Hashtag stay safe.
Stay safe. Take care of each other.
Stay safe. Yeah. Hey, man, that's it for me, man. What about you?
That's it for me. All I can think of.
Right, cool.
Fun tip. Or not tip, but something that if you guys can afford it, listeners, if you're living in an apartment and there's like an old person living in your building, maybe go buy groceries for them or something. Because like if they go out there, they're putting themselves at risk, you know?
Yeah. Man, that's a real hero right there.
And like if you can't afford to like buy their groceries, for like at least like take their money and go buy their groceries so they don't have to like put themselves at risk. Go do something, help people. You'll feel good. And you'll also get outside of the house a little bit too. Obviously, take your precautions while you're doing it. 6 feet away, mask up, gloves or what have you. But
Trump says wear a mask, even though he said he's not wearing one.
Hey man, you know if Trump says it,
Exactly.
when he was so anti-mask before.
Exactly. You know it's a big deal. But it was funny. They dropped it. They do their briefings every day, and one reporter was like, "Why don't you wear a mask?" He was like, "I got tested, so it's like me giving you the thing. I can't give it to you, so I don't have to wear a mask." I was like, "Oh snap!"
Yo, the one thing Trump was right about, even though he's his response to COVID-19 Corona has been very inconsistent, to say the least. He was right about shutting down the flights from China early.
Yeah, he was. And
people were mad about it, but
I mean, granted, I would have been mad because that was my flight coming from China too, as well, from Thailand. But
true. Like I read, I think it was the New York Times. They said in January, February, 1,300 flights from China came to the U.S.
Damn.
And I'm like, damn, dude.
That's a lot of opportunities right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, yeah, this shit's crazy, man. It's actually going to go down in like school books. When you think about it, it's kind of like us 90 babies, in your case, like late 80s babies. We went through what? 2 recessions, 9/11, 2 wars. I don't know, man. It's just crazy.
Y2K. People freaked out about Y2K.
Yeah, a black president. That was a big one. And it's crazy, man.
Man, I still got to get a blue Lambo.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
The president is black, my Lambo is blue. Yo, there's a new Jeezy album coming out.
Wait, I thought it came out.
Oh, is that out already?
Yeah, he dropped one. It's like an EP. It's only like a few songs.
Oh man,
it's only like 7 songs. But like Shawty Red was the producer for the whole album.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what had my attention right there. When he said Shawty Red. Yeah. But it's pretty. I listened to the first 2 tracks. The first one was like, nah. The second one was like, okay, it's good. But when I look at GC, I think of Shaq when he played for the Celtics. It was like he was great, but it was like,
it's like whatever at this point.
At this point, he's just collecting a check.
I've had that song with Gunna and Young Thug and Turbo, Quarantine Clean on repeat.
Oh, oh yeah, I hear that mixtape. Yeah, is it good?
Yeah. I mean, it's Young Thug and Gunna.
Oh,
You
okay.
already
I
know.
mean, they're the same person.
I mean, when you
Yeah,
think about it.
it's basically Young Trunks and Future Trunks.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Damn, Young Thug is Future Trunks. You right though.
Yeah.
Damn, when he dropped Barter 6, he really did it there.
He did in the future.
Did it in the future before Carter 5 even came out.
Exactly. Future Trunks
Damn.
versus regular Trunks, Gunna. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Damn, that's too good.
Yeah. But man, hey, that's all I got today, man. I think we did
That's all I got.
like a long episode. I'm pretty proud of this for a quarantine episode while getting my ass kicking 2K.
Hey man.
Yeah.
The people demand it. They get what they ask for.
They get what they ask for, man. Yeah. Hey man, y'all stay safe, y'all stay home. Do the same old shit. But not outside. So that's
Not
all
outside.
that's all
Maybe
I have.
exercise a little at home if you can.
Oh
If
yeah,
you
I need to go for runs, man. I feel like I'm putting on this quarantine weight.
My mom's got a treadmill, so I need to start taking advantage of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Run like a little hamster on there.
You're right. Put on some anime. Put the anime on the phone and just.
Oh yeah, Super Saiyan 3.
You're right. To go further beyond.
Oh man, it's legendary. All right,
Classic.
but that's it for me, man. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, Mehul.
All right, peace.
Peace.